What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you want up to 20 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 20 free stocks when you open up a new Webull brokerage account. You put $100 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 3 free fractional share stocks. If you put $500 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 20 free fractional share stocks. Limited time offer, so don't delay. Act today. Get yourself down in that description box. Click on that Webull link. Open up your new Webull account today. Go get the free stock. Go get the free money. I will also send you a Webull tutorial video to walk you through how to use the Webull brokerage app. All you got to do is send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Let me know you've opened the Webull account and funded it, and I'm going to send you out that Webull tutorial video so that you can get off to a fast start to build yourself some wealth. Now, I know we're in some crazy times. I was reading an article where 47 basically came out and said he wants to fire the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell because Jerome Powell won't listen to him. 47 said he wants Powell to reduce rates, lower interest rates. It would be good for the economy. It'd be good for America. He said that the European Central Bank has lowered rates 7 times. And he thinks that Powell should be doing the same thing. 47 is basically saying, Powell is more reactive than proactive. Now, when you're more proactive, that means you try to make decisions because you can see things coming in the future, right? But he's saying right now, Powell is not doing that. He's going to sit around and wait for things to happen and then react and then lower rates. Well, that's reactive. And 47 ain't happy with that. So, of course, he made it known. Now, here's the irony in all of this. In 47's first term, he hired Jerome Powell. That was his pick to lead the Federal Reserve. But, of course, you know how things go. If you're not a zombie, 47 ain't for you anymore. So he's quickly soured on Jerome Powell because Jerome Powell wasn't going to be a zombie for him, right? Jerome Powell said, no, we're going to put the American people first. We're going to put the economy first. We're going to, we're not going to just do things because you tell us to do it, right? And of course, that's not how 47 operates. If you're going to be around 47, you're going to do what he tells you to do, or he's going to sour on you and try to get rid of you. So I'm listening to Jerome Powell yesterday. He was making a speech somewhere. I believe it was in Chicago to some economic group. I don't know. But he basically said, listen, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? Because you got 2 mandates that the Federal Reserve have to roll with, right? Their 2 main mandates is price stability and maximum employment. Those are the 2 mandates, right? The 2 primary mandates of the Federal Reserve. So here's where they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You have a labor market that's still healthy, right? It's still healthy. So that means if you got a healthy labor market, people are working and earning wages, guess what they can do? They can take those wages and spend them, which in turn keeps our economy pretty healthy. The other mandate is what they call price stability, where, they want to make sure everybody that lives in America can afford the basic things they need to live. So that's inflation. They want to keep inflation down and maximize employment. Those are the 2 mandates. Right now, inflation is about to start going back up because of these tariffs, right? And when you look at employment, it's still pretty good. It's still high. Unemployment is still low. So if your 2 main mandates are working opposite of each other, they're working against each other, that's what they call stagflation, where you got inflation going up, but you got the labor market and the economy still doing well. So you can't reduce interest rates. And that's where the Fed is right now. They're stuck. They can't act on interest rates because they got inflation starting to go back up, which that's counterproductive, right? You don't reduce interest rates when inflation is going up. S47 don't care about that. He wants what he wants. And he just goes on record and says that. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, where someone who is leading our country, I mean, the most powerful person in the free world when it comes to, power, that just goes on and just says anything he wants to say. And people are just okay with it now. I mean, it's crazy to me, right? But nevertheless, that's where we're at right now with the Federal Reserve. They're just stuck between a rock and a hard place. And hopefully at some point, inflation will continue to come down and they can go ahead and start reducing rates sometime this year. But like he said, Jerome Powell, in his talk yesterday, for at least the temporary time, it appears inflation is just going to go up. Because when you impose a blanket 10% tariff globally on the world, and then you have higher tariffs for some of your other trading partners, inflation has to go up. It has no other choice because prices are going to go up. As investors, we have to know these things because that also will affect the stock market. That's why the stock market is so volatile. It's up and down every day. One day it's good, next day it's bad. And then when it's bad, it's really bad. And then it takes a little time to recover. And a lot of people are struggling with that because over these last 2 years, we've enjoyed a pretty predictable stock market. Has it dipped? Yes. But it only dipped for like a period of time and then boom, it's right back up to all-time highs again. We're not seeing that right now. But some say this is what the markets do. They correct themselves. They consolidate themselves in times like this. And some people say that's healthy for the stock market. I tend to agree with them. I think corrections and consolidations are healthy for the stock market because it recalibrates everything and it gets people back in a position where, for a lot of us, we can afford to actually get in and purchase these assets, these paper assets. Remember, guys, if stocks, ETFs, index funds never pulled back, never corrected themselves, we wouldn't be able to afford them if they only went up. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Here's what you need to be doing, in my opinion. Buying these great companies, man, right now while they're in this volatile situation, because we know the history of the stock market tells us this won't last forever. At some point, the stock market will go back to the way it was in 23 and 24. And all these assets that you're buying in 25 are going to be worth a lot more in 26, 27, 28, 29. Now, I don't know how long all this tariff war and all that stuff going to last. I don't. But I'm prepared to just wait it out and continue my dollar cost averaging and keep buying and not allow fear to keep me on the sideline and worry about things I can't control, right? I can't control if the Federal Reserve reduces interest rates. They're going to have to make the call on that, and that's their job, is to keep our economy safe and make those calls. That's not my job. My job is to do what? Find great companies, great ETFs, great index funds that give me the ability to buy them today and hold them for a period of time and get myself to a point where I can actually make some money and build the wealth, right? That's the goal for me. That is the goal, period. It's not to worry about 47 and all his shenanigans. That's easy to do, to get distracted by him. And, that's one of the things he does very well, in my opinion. He will distract us so that he can slide in the main agenda, which is these tax cuts for the wealthy. See, everybody talking about these tariffs, but ain't nobody talking about this $4.5 billion tax cut for the wealthy. No one's talking about him trying to deregulate the banks so that they can go back to what they were doing in 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, when they crashed our economy with the real estate bubble. See, he's trying to deregulate all this stuff. He's trying to get all these tax cuts, and he's using these tariffs so that you can be distracted and not understand what's really happening here. Get yourself back in position, guys. Get yourself back in position. Build this wealth while you can. If you want up to 20 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 20 free stocks when you open up a new Webull brokerage account. You put $100 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 3 free fractional share stocks. You put $500 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 20 free fractional share stocks. Don't delay. Act today, guys. Get yourself down in that description box. Click on that Webull link. Open up that Webull account. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. www.richardfain.net is the website address. I got 10 big boy blue chip digital products that will change your life. Go check them out, guys. Thousands of you have already checked them out and added to your virtual library of financial literacy. And now you're a better investor. So if you want to be a better investor and not be emotional and learn how to be a logical investor, check out them digital products. While you're in the website, consider joining the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. We're called the Wealth Builders. We got 1,900 wealth builders in our financial community. All we do is help each other build wealth through golden nuggets, tips, best practices, what's working, what's not working. And we create a safe environment for you as an investor. You ain't got to worry about nobody trying to sell you nothing or take advantage of you, because I don't play that. It's a safe place. So inside of my website, click on the join button. Click on the membership button. It'll take you over to Patreon. Sign up today. Come join us so that we can help you build yourself some wealth and get to your financial freedom. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.